Hello, everyone. Going to go ahead and start through the week 7 housekeeping items. Today, we're going to talk about the feedback on the homework and quizzes. Nothing's changed via the previous 6 weeks of the class. Reminder that assignment 1.2, the Math Resource Center assignment, no more submissions on that. The feedback on the first 3 graded discussion forums. A friendly reminder on the honor lock practice test. We'll talk about your next graded forum here in week 7, some details and strategies to be successful on that. The reminder of the midterm exam and my availability for the week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Just like the previous 6 weeks, all assignments, as you complete them inside of my stat lab, will automatically be updated inside of the grade book. So as you continue to complete those, please, you will see out in the class portal gradebook the updated scores. Homework, practice midterm, practice final, unlimited attempts on those. So you have through the last day of class, which is Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time to complete those assignments without penalty. And then quiz attempts, everything except the midterm exam. You have up to 3 attempts on that. The best score of up to 3 attempts gets posted to the grade book. Talked about this the previous 6 weeks, but just as a reminder, if for some reason you have not enrolled into my stat lab, there is an announcement that is inside of the class portal that talks about how to enroll into my stat lab, as well as utilizing my stat lab and viewing the detailed feedback. So if you've not viewed that within the first 6 weeks, please take a look at that. Very resourceful of information that's out there to different frequently asked questions out of my stat lab. Assignment 1.2, the Math Resource Center quiz, closed back week 3. Just a reminder, no additional submissions. This also includes if a student had an accommodation that was approved via the university, this assignment's closed. No further submissions can be done on that. Feedback for weeks 2, 4, and 6's discussion should be inside the class portal gradebook. Please review the rubric. That is how your discussion forum was scored. If there's questions on how it was scored, please don't hesitate to send me an email, and I'll be more than willing to explain how it was scored there. Keep in mind, previous discussion forums, you cannot go back and repost. Those are closed at this point, and the scores are final. Only exception to that is if you have an accommodation with the university. I've already addressed that via email to you. So if you're not underneath any accommodation, previous discussion forums cannot be posted to. The only discussion forum would be the week 7 discussion forum that is currently open this week. Honor lock practice tests, we've talked about this the first 6 weeks of the class. If you have not completed this as of yet, I strongly encourage you to put this on your to-do list. This is the mechanism that is going to allow you to take the final exam that is proctored. So if you have not completed this as of yet, please go back to the week 1 video, take a look at the steps. There is an announcement inside the class portal that explains the process. If there's questions on completing this, don't hesitate to send me an email. You need to get this resolved as soon as possible so that if there are issues with the PC that you're working from in terms of the hardware, software, internet connection, your camera not working or your microphone not working, we need to get that resolved before week 11, because incompletes and extensions will not be granted for lack of not getting honor lock working. So please, if you have not done this as of yet, please put this on your to-do list. And if there are questions on it, please don't hesitate to send me an email, because we need to get this resolved before the end of class, and don't want you to be in a scenario come Saturday night, Sunday night of week 11 where you're not able to take the final exam, because there will not be extensions or incompletes granted for not getting this resolved, since we've been trying to address this since week 1 of the course. Week 7 is a graded discussion forum. The same logistics still apply. It opens 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time on Monday of week 7, closes 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time of week 7. They do not open early. Posts are not accepted late unless there is an accommodation that's been approved via the university, and you should have already received any correspondence on how that's handled if that applies to you. Initial post, 9 points. Initial post must be done on or before Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time, depending on when you're taking the class. First and second response were 3 points apiece. Those must be in by 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time, Sunday of week 7. So no change in the logistics from the previous graded forums. D2L is the official class, or timekeeper rather, of the posting. You wait until late Thursday night, and it's 11:55 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Thursday, and it doesn't post until 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time on Friday. Then it doesn't count for the 9 points. However, it would count as one of your responses. We've already addressed this previously. Placeholder postings are not accepted. If you fall underneath that boat, I will send you an email with a snapshot. The post will be deleted, as well as it will not count for points nor attendance. You must post first before seeing other students' postings, same as the previous weeks. The quality of the posting, want to avoid especially on the responses, hey, you did a good job, one sentence blurb. You need to make sure that it's math centric. We've talked about the previous strategies before. There's a quality response opportunity forum that's inside that discussion you can respond to. If you post Monday through Thursday, reply to my response that's out there and do the underlying mathematics or calculations that are involved. Responding to another student, providing a similar example or the calculations or constructive criticism on how to correct that. So again, the straight, you did a good job post will not count for credit. And we've addressed that in weeks 2, 4, and 6 on the graded discussion forums. So week 7's forum, what are we concentrating on here? Let me get my pen going. And what we are looking at, and this is covered inside of homework 7, is what is referred to as central limit theorem. Central limit theorem, or sometimes referred to as CLT. I like a BLT, personally, a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. Okay, bad math humor there to say the least. But from central limit theorem perspective, if you have a standard deviation that is some standard deviation over the square root of the number of observations, how does this sample size change the respective behavior? The way you can support this is to take a look at one of the problems from homework 7 to support your findings. But where this discussion forum is coming into play is the concept of central limit theorem. And that's where does the variation decrease or increase relative to that sample size? So as n increases, does the standard deviation get wider or smaller? That's what you want to focus on from week 7's forum perspective. So address that, use homework 7, one of the problems there, to provide your example so that you can maximize the score on the week 7 forum. And then let me go back to the PowerPoint here. Midterm exam, this typically is done week 5, but it remains open through the last day of class, that week 11, Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or Mountain Daylight Time, whenever you're taking the course. It is not proctored, so it is taken just like any other quiz. The major difference is you only get one attempt at the midterm exam, but just as a reminder, this does stay open through the last day of class as previously communicated. And then last but not least, my availability for the week, Monday through Friday, should respond within 24 hours or less, typically faster than the 24 hours. If you send anything Saturday afternoon or Sunday, you may not get a response until Monday. Same process as before, unless it's communicated as an announcement inside the class portal. And then email address has not changed from the previous weeks. Google phone number, if you want to use, goes directly to voicemail, and then I respond via email accordingly. Have a great week 7. Let me know if there's any questions or concerns. Thanks.